But here comes Antony. Welcome, Mark Antony.
O mighty Caesar, dost thou lie so low? Are all thy conquests, glories, triumph, spoils, shrunk to this little measure? For thee, fare thee well. I know not, gentlemen, what you intend. Who else must be let blood? Who else is rank? If I myself, there is no hour so fit as Caesar's death hour, nor is no instrument of half that is worth as those your swords made rich. With the most noble blood of all this world, I do beseech ye, if you bear me hard, now whilst your purple hands do reek and smoke, fulfill your pleasure. Live 1,000 years. I shall not find myself so apt to die. No place will please me so, no means of death, as here by Caesar, and by you cut off, the choice and master spirits of this age.
O Antony, beg not your death of us, though now we must appear bloody and cruel, as by our hands and by our present act. You see we do, yet see you but our hands. And this the bleeding business they have done. Our hearts you see not, they are pitiful. And pity to the general wrong of Rome, as fire drives out fire, so pity, pity. Hath done this deed on Caesar, for your part. To you our swords have leaden points, Mark Antony, our arms in strength of amity, and our hearts a brother's temper. Do receive you, and with all kind love, good thoughts, and reverence.
Your voice shall be as strong as any man's in the disposing of new dignities.
Only be patient till we have appeased the multitude, beside themselves with fear, and then we will deliver you the cause. Why I, that did love Caesar when I struck him, have thus proceeded.
I doubt not of your wisdom. Let each man render me his bloody hand. First, Marcus Brutus, will I shake with you. Next, Caius Cassius. Do I take your hand? Now, Decius Brutus, yours. Now yours, Metellus, and yours, Cinna. My valiant Casca, yours. Though last, not least in love, yours, Trebonius. Good Trebonius. Gentlemen all, alas, what shall I say? My credit now stands on such slippery ground that one of two bad ways you must conceit me, either coward or flatter, that I did love thee, Caesar. Oh, 'tis true. If then thy spirit took upon me now, shall it not grieve thee dearer than thy death? See thy Antony making his peace, shaking the bloody fingers of thy foes, most noble in the presence of the corse. Had I as many eyes as thou hast wounds, weeping as fast as they stream forth thy blood, it would become me better than to close in terms of friendship with thine enemies. Pardon me, Julius. Here waste thou bade brave heart, here didst thou fall, and here thy hunters stand, signed in thy spoil and chrismed in thy death. O world, thou wast the forest in this heart, and this, indeed, O world, the heart of thee, how like a deer strunken by many princes, thou heart's thou lie. Therefore I took your hands, but was indeed swayed from the point by looking down on Caesar. Friends am I with all of you, and I love you all, upon this hope that you shall give me reason why and wherein Caesar is dangerous.
Or else, were this a savage spectacle, our reasons are so full of good regard. That were you, Antony, the son of Caesar, you should be satisfied.
Brutus, a word with you.
You know not what you do. Do not consent that Antony speak in his funeral. Know you how much the people may be moved by that which he will utter.
By your pardon, I will myself into the pulpit first, and show the reason of our Caesar's death. What Antony shall speak, I will protest. He speaks by leave and permission, and that we are contented Caesar shall have all true rights and lawful ceremonies. It shall advantage more than do us wrong. Here, take you Caesar's body. You shall not in your funeral speech blame us, but speak all good you can devise of Caesar. And say you do it by our permission.
So, I do desire no more.
Prepare the body then, and follow us.
Oh, pardon me, thou bleeding pieces of earth, that I am meek and gentle with these butchers. Thou art the ruins of this noble man that ever lived in the tide of times. Woe to the hand that shed this costly blood. Over thy wounds now do I prostrate, which like dumb mouths do open their ruby lips, to beg the voice and utterance of my tongue. A curse shall light the limbs of men. Domestic fury and fierce civil strife shall cumber all the parts of Italy. Blood and destruction shall be so in use, and dreadful objects so familiar. The mothers shall smile when they behold their infants quartered in the hands of war. All pity choked with customs of foul deeds, and Caesar's spirit raging for revenge, with aid by his side coming hot from hell, shall in these confines with a monarch's voice cry havoc, and let slip the dogs of war, that this foul deed shall smell above the earth, with carrying them in, groaning for burial.